It's Iceman season. And what better way to start off Iceman season than with a game 7, baby? Oh, we cold, we cold. Oh, they got James Harden in it too. Oh, yeah, this Iceman season. Unfortunately, we got James Harden going outside. Let me tell you why. So we got game 7, Pistons, Cavaliers. We get into it, baby. Game 7 is our favorite time of the year. Unfortunately, James Harden doesn't really show up for game 7s. So I just got to go with history. Listen, I'm not a magician. I'm not a, you know, I'm not Houdini, none of the sorts. I just go with history, right? And historically, James Harden don't show up for game 7s, even if his team wins, right? Still doesn't typically have good game 7s. On the flip side, my boy Cade just dropped 30 in the game 7. We going with a Cade Cunningham 40 ball for his game 7. I think I got Cade doing his thing and making the faded matchups. I feel like this season was a season of it was a little bit of predictability. Looking through the season, it seemed like the Detroit Pistons would be matching up with the New York Knicks. I could be wrong, but hey, that's how it was going to look like. And that was looking like the entire year. That's going to be the Eastern Conference Finals matchup. Same thing with Oklahoma City and the San Antonio Spurs. All year, it just seems like those two would be matched up against each other. And, unfortunately, I wanted the Lakers, but it didn't work out like that. But I think the Pistons ultimately win and fulfill that, what would I call it? Prophecy, destiny, something like that, something of the sorts. But I do look forward to this being a really good game. I see some people out there that say, this series isn't the greatest. I think this series has been really good basketball, unlike the last two series that went to game 7. The Raptors Cavs, oh my gosh, that was disgusting in my opinion. Oh gosh, that was disgusting basketball. And the Pistons Magic was disgusting basketball as well too, even though I saw it coming. But it was disgusting basketball. But these two, the Raptors, not the Raptors, sorry, the Cavs, the Pistons, I think has been pretty good basketball. Jalen Duren, the only ugly basketball has been from him, in my personal opinion. He had a solid game last game. It still wasn't what he was doing in the regular season. Well, he had about 13, and Paul Reed matched him. Crazy, 13, 15. Paul Reed matched him in limited minutes. It's insane, but I think Jalen Duren, only thing to look out for, he played himself out of a bag. But he should have a chance to play himself back into a bag against the New York Knicks. Maybe, maybe not. Maybe his confidence is shot. We're looking for Cade Cunningham to go for a 40 ball. We talked about that. James Harden should be good for 6 boards. I don't think, go for him for points. He's been doing his thing this series, but it's a game 7. You know how Harden get. He should be good for the 6 rebounds, though. Look out for Donovan Mitchell trying to match Cade Cunningham night. So Donnie may get 30. Just know that's going to be on more than 20, maybe 25 shots tonight. Donovan Mitchell, I will say that ball could chuck, especially when he feel like his back is against the wall. And I would say, looking forward to the future series, I think we're in for some good third round matchups. We're good for we're in for some good conference finals matchups between the Spurs and the Thunder. Oh Lord, that's why I got my CP3 jersey on today. Because listen, CP3 set the foundation. You see it on Bleacher Report. You see it on Twitter. He set the foundation with that. He was like 5th in MVP voting. Shea's first season in Oklahoma City. I remember all my friends was telling me they was going to be a bottom seed that year. What did you know? They ended up being a top seed. Well, not a top seed. They were like a top 4 seed, but I called it playoffs from the jump. I didn't know they was going to be top 4, but playoffs from the jump. So shout out to CP3. He was there for Wemby's, I believe, second season. Or was it his first season? No, it was the second season. It was Wemby's second season. He was there for Wemby's second season. And you could tell Chris Paul's influence there. Why? Look at the All-Star game. Not the All-Star game, sorry. The skills challenge. The skills challenge when they cheated. And they didn't really cheat. They just did a Chris Paul-like move and exploited the rules and just threw up and called those things shot attempts and and they got disqualified for it. Even though it was Wemby's idea, Wemby admitted it was his idea, but it was definitely a Chris Paul move. So these Western Conference Finals have Chris Paul name all over it, even though he's only been to the Western Conference Finals a limited number of times. Let's just keep it at a limited number of times. But we're just looking forward to some good, great basketball going forward. I think this season was a success. Does the NBA need to change some things? Sure, but I think this season was a success. It sucks making a little less videos because it's that time of the year where we're winding down. You're gonna see a video one day, you might not see a video for 2 days because it's just no more games. But always look out for the NBA trivia. I'll be doing that year round. That's what I love to do, the NBA trivia. And also, again, stick around for the plays of the day as long as they are playoff games, and I'll catch you on the next one.